Am I the meanest? Sure enough. Am I the prettiest? Sure enough. Am I the baddest mofo low down around this town? Sure enough. Well, who am I? Sure enough. Who am I? Sure enough. I can't hear you. Sure enough.
Yeah. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Monday, April 14th.
I can't hear you.
Yes, indeed. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. This is the AM King Show. You got your boy J Pad the Juggernaut. You got my man LB and the Mello man, the Abbott. PDC is in the building. You already know. Like, subscribe, share. We are on YouTube and Facebook Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. You know what I'm saying? 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Come rock out with your peoples. Make sure you're sharing. We've seen a lot of shares start to come in. So, we want to thank y'all for tapping in with the shares and getting everybody on board with the AM Kings show. You know what I'm saying? And hey, you already know, fellas. Give me the update from the weekend, man. What's going on, L?
Just chilling, man. You know me. Always trying to stay out the way. Sit back, just maintaining. I ain't do much. Get some sleep. Plenty of smoke. That's about it.
Of course, that's about it. On that note, Mellow Man, hey, reporting from H Town. How does it get down?
Yes, sir. No smoke over this L roll. I mean, bro, is
Yeah, you can feel like you were part of the yes.
memories, 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 memories. Yes. Nah, we had a good week. This business administration degree. I have a sales and marketing class that night, so I was up till 11:55 doing that. Uh, aced it. I think I got like an 88, 90, somewhere like that.
Good work.
9 more weeks. We get this business administration. Um, that's what the weekend consisted of. Um, I got a deadline for the city certification on the 16th, so I'm getting some paperwork together. Shit don't stop, bro.
No, it definitely does not. It does not stop at all. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Jada the GOAT, shout out to you. You already know what it is. Tony the Don up in the building. You know what I'm saying? PA stand tough. You already know what it is, man. Y'all, thank y'all so much for staying tapped in with the AM King show. Make sure y'all subscribing, liking, and sharing. You know what I'm saying? Coming in an update very soon, we will have a channel on YouTube dedicated to the AM King show. And you guys can start to follow us there. When you see us go live, we will be on from that channel. You know what I'm saying? So stay tuned. We're gonna have some things going. Also, Pete, real quick, I don't know if we can get to this real quick. Let me see. Let's see. Let's see. We're gonna try to find your kick real quick. You know what I'm saying? Is it LFX Media?
Yes, sir.
LFX Media. All one word?
Yes.
Okay, let's see if we can find you on there.
Like, share, and subscribe, y'all.
Yeah.
If you on.
Yes, indeed. Jada the GOAT. Salute, my brother. You already know what it is. Good morning, good morning, good morning. You already know. I'm trying to see. I wanted to get into it, Podge, but you see how my messenger was doing it. It wouldn't let me get but so
Yeah,
far in our chat.
yeah. Acting funky.
Yeah, yeah. If you could, Podge, could you in the chat, could you put the link to the show? Put a link to the show, you know what I'm saying? So that way the people, the followers, can get right to it, and you can talk a little bit about the woke show while you're doing that.
For sure. Yes, sir. If it'll let me get in there. Let's see.
We'll let you pop into the
Yeah,
chat.
it's not letting me get in the chat.
Oh, okay. Might have to go from your phone and
It's not letting.
yeah, you might have to go from your phone and just put it up in the chat on Facebook, or
Okay.
you know, just do one of those things right there. And yeah, go ahead, brother.
Simple. What we're doing now is called the woke show. Now we've been gaming, but the woke show is actually designed for LFX Media Live, our radio station.
Right.
We're doing Kick just to get some, but the true traffic, as we talk about all the time, is your own website, your own domain. So when I leave here, I'm not going to the woke show, and it'll be on lfxmedia.live, and that's all you have in www.lfmedia.live, and it'll tap you right in. The radio station is 24/7, but I have access where I can tap in live, and so that's what we're doing.
Okay, sounds good, bro. Sounds good. So make sure y'all tap in. I'm putting it in there in the chat for you, bro.
I don't know why it won't let me get in the chat.
It's all good, brother. It's all good. I just posted it up. We got it here. LFXmedia.live. You know what I'm saying? It's all the way live.
Right. Put the www and click right onto the link.
Okay, we'll do it again.
www. Like, share, subscribe. It's the AM Kings, y'all. Let's go.
All right. There we go. All right, so there we go. We got it popped up in there. Mo Tillis checking in from Jers. What up, though? What up? What up? Good morning. Welcome to the AM King Show, man. We about to get into our topics for the day. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. You already know we're going to get right into it. I'm going to start off with a jam, and I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to just, let some jams run, you know what I'm saying? Give people some spotlight on some things. But today, I'm doing a juggernaut track. This one is called Stomp on Shit. Y'all tell me what y'all think about this one. It's on the platforms. As you can see it on YouTube, but you can also go to Spotify, Apple Music, all of the platforms where they have music out there. You can go ahead and check this out, but it's Stomp on Shit.
That's what I tend to do.
What up?
Talking all that shit, mouth looking like a butthole. I'm too cold, they call me Mr. Freeze. These rappers petrified, 30 below degrees. Who won't fuck with the jug? I'm all up in my bag. I've been done had a Benz, I've been done had a Jag. You see these pricey things, they don't impress me. Slap shot all that shit back. juggernaut suplex. I'm gonna stomp. I'm gonna stomp on shit. I'm gonna stomp. I'm gonna stomp on shit. I'm gonna stomp. I'm gonna stomp on shit. I'm gonna stomp. I'm gonna stomp on shit.
Oh yeah, that one's called Stomp on Shit. You know what I'm saying? You feed us shit, we're gonna stomp on it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's Stomp on Shit, y'all. That's Stomp on Shit. So make sure
Here's
y'all
one of my
tap
favorite.
into that. You know what I mean? Definitely. So yeah, man, that's a single we got out there. Make sure y'all go tap in to the JPad the Juggernaut topic page on YouTube, and you can listen to all them tracks or go to Spotify. You know what I'm saying? Which I got some good news with that. You know what I'm saying? The Drill album, Drill Call. You know what I'm saying? That thing it done got, you know, a nice amount of plays. We almost reached 10,000 in less than a month on the streams on Spotify. So big salute to that. You know what I mean? Big salute to that. 10,000 streams. You know, that's on the way to monetization. You know what I mean? So, you know, we appreciate it all the time. Like, subscribe, share the AM Kings show. We're gonna get right into our topics for today. And the first topic that we have here is obviously this particular one. Podge brought this up over the weekend, and we're going to share it with you today. It says this makeup artist from Venezuela went to the U.S. to seek asylum, but now his family says he was deported to El Salvador, and they haven't heard from him since. NBC News correspondent David Noriega spoke exclusively with the loved ones. Check it out.
When you heard that he was being accused of being a gang member, how did you feel? What did you think?
Ay, Dios.
Una cosa extraordinaria, eso era algo ilógico, totalmente irreal. Es un joven inocente, es un joven del pueblo que lo que ha dedicado su vida ha sido a la cultura, al arte. No ha tenido problemas con nadie aquí en el pueblo, ni legales, ni problemas de peleas. Él es un artista del teatro, es un artista del maquillaje, del estilismo.
Are you worried about him, especially knowing about his sexual orientation and the situation that he's in now?
Sí, claro. Sí, porque nosotros no sabemos el riesgo que está corriendo él allá adentro.
Nosotros no sabemos nada.
No sabemos con qué tipo de personas está relacionado.
O quién
O sea,
con quién lo tiene.
En dónde, en qué parte, con qué grupo de personas lo tengan. Eso nos preocupa inmensamente, de verdad. Es algo que por las noches yo pienso mucho en eso. Yo, Dios mío, ¿dónde estará durmiendo? ¿Cómo estará durmiendo? ¿Sí podrá dormir? ¿Sí podrá descansar?
Yo me la pasé llorando, nada más pensando en mi muchacho, qué le estarán haciendo, cómo lo estarán tratando.
When you heard that he was being accused.
Okay, so basically, I know that was a lot of Spanish for you Spanish-speaking people in our chat, but the translation was there, and it's basically saying that he was accused of being a gang member once again. And the subject keeps popping back up. Good morning, everybody that has just joined the show. You know what I'm saying? We appreciate it. Dismos checking in from the DR. Good morning, brother. Good morning. So basically, this gentleman right here, you know what I'm saying, was deported to El Salvador, and they imprisoned him. You know what I mean? And it's through this ICE thing. And of course, you know, we're discovering more and more of what type of damage that was done to people in that factor. You know, the family's worried. Obviously, they don't know what's going on with them because they don't have any contact. They have no contact with the gentleman. So what y'all take on this? You know, this ICE thing, is it getting way out of hand, or we just seeing the beginning of what's really getting ready to come? L.
I don't understand the language. I didn't see the teleprompter. So, my opinion, but no, in my opinion is, yeah, I think they're just going to be rounding people up, just sending them anywhere because of the simple fact they don't really know what they're doing. Well, they know what they're doing, but they don't. They just is so much in confusion that they're just going to be just nabbing people up, throwing them here and there until they figure out what they really going to do with people and make it really known. It's just going to be a big mess. And it's going to be the start of a whole bunch of stuff that's going on.
Right. Mello, what you think? Looks like we lost your camera, but we can hear you.
You may, yeah, yeah, you might not can hear me. Oh, boy, it's
Right.
not a good situation. In the same way, the scale on the they have to scale back on the importation. So it's working. A lot of people are not actually work, and we're missing work. So
Oh, the mailman jumped out and now he's back in. Let's see if we can get some more feedback from him. You there, Podge?
okay, yeah.
You're definitely, yeah, it's a little spotty, man, but try to get your thought out once again.
Okay.
Oh yeah, it's definitely
There's
messing with the stream gods are not kind today.
Punishing you.
vamos.
You sitting all that heat? Probably
Vamos.
a hot turkey and electricity up in there.
Uno, those traits.
Cuatro cinco.
You know that.
Good AM TK. TK King. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to the AM King Show. Go ahead, Podge. Let's see, Podge.
Yes.
Okay. We can. It's a little spotty, but let's see if you can get the thought in. You know what I mean? We just having some stream difficulties. We apologize in advance. Go ahead, P.
Right. This thing not working out. Instant depletion.
Yeah.
They're not even showing the fact that a lot of these guys are workers in the States working on houses, on construction, and 100,000 or so people who have deported.
Oh, damn. It started.
And the prices of
Oh, yeah. It was max headroom for a minute. It was max headroom. Top of the morning, Frank Grandsman. You already know. Big shout out. Welcome to the AM King Show. It's all to the good, P. We understand exactly what's going on. You know, Streamland ain't always a stream plan. You know what I mean? Yeah, he's hopping out real quick. Yeah, it's all to the good though. But yeah, I think that this is a really sensitive subject, especially for, you know, a lot of the Latinos who voted for this system to be in place. And once again, we'll just reiterate it. I mean, that backfired horribly. It backfired horribly, and now they're just targeting people.
That's what they're doing.
I mean? Yeah, they're targeting folks, man. It's really a shame, and we hope it does get better for some of those people who are being deported, but we know it's not, right? We know it's not.
It's only the beginning. Just like everything that's happening is all the beginning, but it's already staged. They know everything they're doing already. They just going through the movement.
Exactly. So we're going to keep an eye on that story, and we're going to bring it to you the best way that we can. We're going to jump a little bit in the line here, L. This is something that you found the other day, saying they are monitoring you. It says AI already took over and will take over even more. Have a look at this.
It's scary. No wonder Elon Musk gave this video an exclamation mark. This footage from a coffee shop using AI to monitor its employees. The blue text with white letters indicates each employee, and the number shows how many cups of coffee they've made. You can see that an employee named Anna is working diligently, making a total of 20 cups. Meanwhile, Olga is hiding in the corner, slacking off, and has only made 3 cups. All of this is tracked by the AI, which then reports the findings to the boss. In Amazon warehouses, similar technology is used to monitor employees. They even allow AI to generate termination notices for workers with low productivity. But it doesn't stop there. Before long, everything around us, from cars to ships to our daily lives, could fall under AI surveillance. Everything will be tracked, monitored, calculated, and analyzed. If you're wondering what AI is really capable of, well, this is your answer. This is a bit scary.
Wow, that was crazy, L. When
Yeah.
you first saw that report, man, what did you think?
This is gonna be the future. This is
Yeah,
what you ain't got to worry about the company snitch no more, cheating, worrying about who gonna tell on you for not doing this and that. You ain't got to worry about all that no more. They
right,
got to now they can see what you doing, how much work you putting in, and everything now.
right,
So now
right.
you come to work and think you're gonna be hiding in the little room and doing nothing all day and all that. They know what you're doing now. So you know what I mean? It's changed. It's different now. So
Whew, man, when I saw that, I was like, holy cow, this is crazy, man. Like, I mean, don't get me wrong. There's things that AI is going to be used for that's going to be good, and then there's going to be this right here, and it's all yeah, too late, too late. See, popped in and said too late. Yeah, it's too late because this technology, you guys got to understand, it's just now being exposed to the public within the last several years, but they've been behind the scenes, putting this plan into play at least a decade ago, at
or,
least
or
or more
more.
or more. You know what I'm saying? So you guys got to be mindful of this, stay aware of it because uncovering things like this is what's really kicking things into a whole nother gear. It's just crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. Past the point of no return. Yeah, I get it. See, yes, it's definitely past the point of no return because folks are really not paying attention to exactly what's being done with AI. Like there's things that are being done that are for the good. Yes. I mean, people are able to do things, they're able to design things, they're able to create things, and they're able to develop a blueprint for things on the positive level. However, here's what they are doing on the other side with AI because they're using it for a lot of different reasons. I don't know what they're doing, but they're doing what they got to do with that. And it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you got a chance to see that story, P. But it's literally talking about AI, uh, you know, uh, uh, basically going into the workforce and and crazy as it seems, it's helping companies monitor. It's helping
Work with that.
yeah, it's helping companies monitor, and that's like a whole nother beast. You know what I'm saying? It's monitoring people, it's monitoring their progress. I mean, I'm pretty sure for certain things, it's a good thing, but in other ways, it's a bad thing. You know what I mean? And it's crazy work. Here we're gonna show that again so Pete can get a little reaction time with this. And man, deep stuff, deep stuff. Let's take a look. Let's take a look one more time for the people.
A bit scary. No wonder Elon Musk gave this video an exclamation mark. This is footage from a coffee shop using AI to monitor its employees. The blue text with white letters indicates each employee, and the number shows how many cups of coffee they've made. You can see that an employee named Anna is working diligently, making a total of 20 cups. Meanwhile, Olga is hiding in the corner, slacking off, and has only made 3 cups. All of this is tracked by the AI, which then reports the findings to the boss. In Amazon warehouses, similar technology is used to monitor employees. They even allow AI to generate termination notices for workers with low productivity. But it doesn't stop there. Before long, everything around us, from cars to ships to our daily lives, could fall under AI surveillance. Everything will be tracked, monitored, calculated, analyzed. If you're wondering what AI is really capable of, well, this is your answer.
Jeez.
Yeah. So Mello, we just talked about that. It's crazy. It's a crazy world that we're living in. And we're talking about while AI does have things towards the good, we also have things on the other side, and this is what we also are dealing with AI. So, what do you think, man?
Yeah, just like any technology or any progression towards automation, it's always going to be kinks that we got to work
Yeah.
out. You know what I'm saying? Even just with the situation with the tariffs and everything, you know, a lot of people are saying uh, these jobs that he's ending up uh, affecting by all of these tariffs, like a lot of these jobs are going to be done by AI anyway.
Yeah.
But we do got to keep track and realize that, you know, AI is ran by humans. You know what I'm saying? So it's a certain amount of prompts that you have to tell the AI to, you know, just like any app, you know, you hop on an app and it says it has a revision, or it's been, you know, it's been corrected, and it's because people within the review system, you know, they're saying, hey, this isn't working or that isn't working, and they just got to make it better. So yeah, it's all to the good.
Right,
It's
right,
all to
right.
the
No doubt, no doubt, no doubt. And Chad is saying crazy. Dismo said crazy. Uh Charlie Nagato, he said they are using AI souls into robot bodies right now as we speak. Yes, absolutely. They're programming some AI robots to have a very human-like pattern and behavior and things of that nature. So yes, it's all of this is meant for you guys to keep some awareness and keep yourself on, keep your head on a swivel, guys. You know what I'm saying? Keep your head on a swivel. But now that P's back, we're going to get into this subject real quick. And you had brought this up over the weekend as well, Podge, about the LSU wide receiver star that died in an apparent suicide. That was the update for when you sent me the article previously, because they didn't know what his cause of death was. But former LSU receiver Kyron Lacey, who was found dead Saturday night in Houston, died in an apparent suicide in his car while being pursued by authorities. According to Harris County authorities, police responded to a call from a female family member who said Lacey had discharged a firearm into the ground during a verbal argument late Saturday night. When they arrived on the scene, they learned that the suspect, Lacey, had fled in the vehicle. They said their pursuit of Lacey ended when he crashed. They said when officers approached the vehicle to extract Lacey, he had died from what appeared to be a self-inflicted gunshot wound. Lacey, 24, was pronounced dead at the scene by emergency responders. You know what I'm saying? And it's really a sad situation. Um, uh, Previously, he was accused of causing a crash that killed a 78-year-old man on December 17th, and then fleeing the scene without rendering aid or calling authorities. On January 12th, he turned himself into authorities, was jailed, and then released on $151,000 bail. You know what I'm saying? So it's a sad thing. He declared for the NFL draft, y'all, last December 19th, 2 days after the crash that happened with the elderly individual, and did not play in LSU's win over Baylor in the Texas Bowl. He participated in March at LSU's Pro Day and was ranked as high as the number 6 receiver prospect in the draft by ESPN's Mel Kiper Jr. in December. Lacey was not ranked among the top 10 available wide receivers in Kiper's most recent big board, which was published last month. Lacey played 3 seasons at LSU after starting his career at Louisiana. Lacey had his best season last year when he caught 58 passes for 866 yards and a team-leading 9 touchdowns. Man, condolences to the family of that man, but you know, this is a really like a twisty story. You know, like um, we don't know exactly what the circumstances were when he was being pursued. Uh, it was obviously over a domestic type situation, and just a tragic situation all across the board. We're seeing a lot of these type of situations happen periodically in sports. Fellas, what's your take on that? LB.
I don't know. Just rest in peace to his family and everything that's involved. You know what I mean? I don't know. I think a lot of these kids get the pressure of moving to that next level. I don't really know because this is a different society from when I grew up. But I know back then, moving to that higher level, you're more focused and stuff. So the pressure is more higher. So little distractions and stuff really irritate you more than it would a normal person. But I
Yeah.
don't really know the person, and I don't know this new age because they think totally different than how I think. So I really don't know, but it's a sad situation. I know that. That's
Yeah,
very
for
sad.
sure. Definitely condolences, and it's just an unfortunate situation. Another example of another young black star that was on his way to possibly some success, and one situation happens tragically, and now his life is in turmoil, and the crash out obviously is real. P, what's your take?
Yeah, condolences absolutely to the family. I would like to see more mental health checks. They do a lot of checks, in the combines, and they're looking at how high you jump, how fast you move. They need to sit down with these young guys, especially the football players, because it's a lot of forced trauma to the head that is responsible for a lot of this. He like you said, Pat, we don't know the circumstances with the car chase and all of that, but still, you can't make if you're dealing with mental health issues, you really can't make good decisions. So I think they need mental health professionals working with these athletes. I mean, look at Tyreek Hill, um, probably the fastest man in the NFL, but he putting hands on women
Oh
and
man,
doing get pulled over by cops like,
yeah,
hey, I ain't gonna I
yeah,
do
and
what I want to do.
Antonio
Like,
Brown. I mean, you got yeah,
yeah, it's forced trauma to the head. And if y'all haven't seen Concussion,
the movie,
the
yes.
movie that's really based off of the Steel Curtain, was it Mike Webster?
It was one of the guys that was an offensive lineman. I know that for a fact.
Yeah, I think it was Mike Webster who was on the
Possibly.
line, for this Steel Curtain. But I didn't realize till I started watching it that it was about the Steelers. My dad, he's from Malacopa, so my whole
Yeah.
family's Steeler
Yep.
fans. But I had no idea that it was about the Steelers. But it's a deep movie to watch, and
Yes.
Will Smith stars as one of the doctors. It's really examining the
Yes.
brain matter. But yeah, we got to get more mental health checks with
For
these
sure.
athletes.
For sure. I agree with you on that, P. Well said. And thanks for bringing that article to our attention so we could, shed some light on that subject. And once again, our brother C was right on it. He said CTE. CTE is definitely real. They say the collision helmet to helmet in a game could be that of an impact of a truck collision. You know what I mean? Like a semi truck collision. So, they're still trying to develop technology, I know, to protect the players, and they have changed the rules to where, the hits aren't as severe, but nonetheless, you take hits. It's football. You're going to get hit. The body is
Mhm,
going to experience some type of trauma, if you will, at some point.
mhm,
There's a lot of guys that go out and play on Sundays. They don't put it on the scouting report because they're well enough to play, but that doesn't mean that they don't have nicks, dings, bumps, bruises, and sometimes head trauma. So yes, we got to definitely, push for these people to definitely do some more research on that. Do some more research before more tragic situations begin to happen, like this one. Just a sad subject all the way around the board. Let's get to our next topic, fellas. Our next topic this morning is brother Yakai Awakened. I don't know if anybody has seen him on social platforms, but he has given a ton of Dr. Sebi, you know, advice to the people, and a lot of his stuff is very well thought out. He is a strong researcher, and he is considered a doctor. Dr. Yakai breaks down the scientific information and history on these animals and where they actually come from. So the next time you think about chicken, cow, and turkey, let's have a look at this, and let's have some reaction to this.
Can you please break down and drop the science about the chicken? My
Man,
peoples need to hear this, man. They need to hear this because I saw that thing you put up on your Instagram,
mhm.
and I was like, that blew my wig all the way back. So could you take the time out to explain to my audience I'm
Yeah,
gonna watch it.
so the
Yeah.
chicken is not a hybrid. The chicken is GMO. The chicken was actually created by splicing genes and introducing certain type of DNA into what you are called a red winged jungle fowl and a black gray winged jungle fowl from Africa. That's where you get chickens from. Chickens are not real, and because they were actually created in a laboratory per se, I'm gonna say that the reason why, because they did gene splicing to them. They're acidic to the body. They create a whole lot of uric acid. They also, when you cook them, they turn into heterocyclic amines. Heterocyclic amines is very malignant forming to the cells, meaning it causes cancerous cells. And then the smell from it comes from something called hydroaromatic hydrocarbons. And these hydroaromatic hydrocarbons is bad. It causes throat cancer. Chickens are just bad, and they eggs are bad too. And then plus it's a meat. So they'll tell you that chickens come from the dinosaurs were their ancestors. And that's a complete lie, because when you look at the genealogy of the chicken, especially what the Rothschilds and the DuPonts at the Rothschilds Museum in Jerusalem in New York said about the chicken, they actually give you the history on where they come from. So, chickens are not new. Now, you see things about hens in the Bible and certain other literature, but they're actually talking about gray winged fowls and red winged fowls. That's what they was calling hens and chick hens back then. This new chicken that we talking about is totally false, and it's not only a hybrid, but it's GMO, and it's causing a lot of sicknesses, and it's one of the number one cancerous causing artificial meats in the world, y'all. Chicken causes cancer. And if you want to get down into the actual science of it, I mean, all of the political science, all you have to do is go on my YouTube, Yaki Awaken, and look at all of and you can cite this stuff. All you got to do is Google it. And I'm offering $5,000 to anybody to clinically prove me wrong. $5,000. If you can go on there and dispute that with other articles, or you can dispute that with anything that is actually holds up and stands, that's got a credible source that's behind it, I will give you some money showing you that I'm willing to bet everything on my bottom dollar that chicken is artificial. Chickens are new. Same thing with the cow. The cow actually comes from a Mexican black bull and a white Brahma bull from West Africa. That's where you get your modern day cow from. And Dr. Sebi been saying this for years. It's just now we have the science to prove this stuff. The vulture, which is your modern day turkey. The turkey comes from the vulture. Look at them. They look just alike. So, we've been eating things and calling it food, but the true food for human beings is a fruit diet, a frugivore diet, and limited vegetables. That's all. And like I said, is we at that point right now? I don't think we are. I think we have a lot of expanding of consciousness and a lot of healing to do. But, there's nothing wrong with looking towards that, though, and to say, okay, now I know I'm a God. I know my diet. I know what my liver's supposed to be. Let me start at least integrating some of that into my weekly, my weekly plans and goals.
And that, my friends, is really some deep stuff right there. That's that's a lot for especially a lot of people who love chicken, who love beef, love turkey. Those are like the three main meats that people consume in this country on a regular, and probably in the world. So the jungle fowl is something that if you look it up, you can see that a red jungle fowl was definitely a prime like species that they used to hybrid and create these chickens that we consume and we have consumed in the modern era and probably beforehand. When you saw this, what did you think?
Man, you hit home with that one. It made me start thinking. There's a lot of food that's like the stuff. That's all the stuff we usually eat. Now it's all the stuff that's no good. It's like it's been playing like this from. I keep saying it, but it seems like everything has been playing like this for a reason.
Yeah. No, that's yeah, man. P, what's your thoughts?
I don't know. Let me share with y'all real quick.
Okay.
Can y'all see my screen?
Yes, we can.
This wasn't even planned out. This was 11 hours ago. I do questions on Facebook. So you got 3 choices of meat to eat for 1 year straight: red snapper, steak, or chicken. And I don't know if you can see these 5 comments, but all the comments were chicken, chicken, chicken.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all
Yep.
see that?
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
This was 11 hours ago, y'all.
Mm.
And These are our people, not to expose anybody, but yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Man, that is really really crazy, and it just goes to show how a genetically modified jungle fowl is
Hmm.
what we can have been consuming all of our almost damn near all of our lives, because I don't know a soul that doesn't like chicken, fried chicken or regular chicken.
Hmm.
Bake.
That's a regular black man food. You got to think about it.
Yard bird, yard
Yes,
bird.
indeed. Yeah, C said, I wish I could speak on this. Now, I know, C, you probably got a ton of things to unpack. We are going to send you an invite
Yeah,
to the
hop
Yeah,
show.
on,
you
see.
Yeah,
definitely
we're
got to
going to send
jump
you.
on.
Yeah, we're gonna have you jump on. You know what I'm saying? We may not be able to add you right now, but on a future show, we're gonna have you come on, see, and we're gonna have you chop it up with us and talk. And if you want to revisit this subject, you are more than welcome to. Once again, guys, this is the AM King Show, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 8 a.m. YouTube, Facebook, like, subscribe, and share. So we're bringing the information to y'all, and I think that on my end of it, it definitely Yaki awakened. I said his name wrong
Hmm.
in the beginning, but his name is Dr. Yaki. Um,
Hmm.
uh, Dr. Yaki is very, very knowledgeable. You know what I'm saying? If you guys start to look him up, you will find a lot of things out about how to eat. Even I man, just subconsciously now I grab a handful of blueberries in the morning. You know what I'm saying? And I eat a nice little round of blueberries. You know what I mean? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. No problem. See, we're gonna definitely have you come on the show. You already know what it is, man. But yeah, I just get blueberries. That's my favorite fruit. But I know that the water from that fruit is the most beneficial water for my body. You know what I'm saying? The nutrients that are in the blueberry. If you look up all the
Hmm.
antioxidants and all of the things that the body definitely needs, you know what I'm saying? Good morning, good morning. John just checked in. Oh man, better late than never. What's going on, brother? How you doing, man? Good morning. And Steelers Nation checking in always. You know what I'm saying? Big shout out to you. You know what I'm saying? Blunt Conversations, my boy Misery. I got to tap in and show love, help move this show through that YouTube feed. Let's go. Yes, indeed. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Yes, that's what we are doing. That's what we're doing in the Blunt Conversations podcast. As soon as we get you up and running, brother, we're going to do the same for you. You know what I'm saying? We're going to return the favor and reciprocate, and we're going to keep these networks up and alive. You know what I'm saying? LFXmedia.live. All of our portals we're gonna be circulating around. You know what I'm saying? P, go ahead.
Just one more last comment about the chicken thing. Lived in Alabama. I'm sure you guys have heard of Pilgrim chicken. The you never okay.
I
Well,
didn't.
when
Yeah.
when when you buy chicken in a store, it'll say Purdue or it'll say Pilgrim. These are chicken plants. You know what I mean? That produce chicken for either KFC, Popeyes, wherever they're going. But the live chickens were coming in at I worked at a plant called Pilgrim's Pride, and if you saw what happened, they have USDA there on site that kind of, work and watch what's going on with the chickens, but a lot of things happen behind their backs,
Mhm.
and chickens are falling off the assembly line and putting them back up, but they don't put them right back up on the line, but, if you work in a chicken plant, you'll probably never want to eat chicken again, but as soon as you get home and
Mm.
you smell it on that grill,
It just
you get a
subconsciously
piece of
hits
that
you.
yard bird.
Yes, yes, yes. Give it up, man. Thank you guys for tapping in. We got a nice little amount of viewers in the chat this morning. Nice little amount of viewers on the live this morning. Thank you guys for tapping in. Like, subscribe, and share the AM King Show Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 8 a.m. YouTube and Facebook. Yeah, man. Good call, man. Good call. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for that great content. We're gonna get to our next subject of the morning. And this is one of the subjects that really surprised me. This is about, we're in the health subject right now, and we're going to continue. This one says breaking news. It says consumer reports have uncovered a shocking truth. 100% of the 10 synthetic braiding hair brands tested contain cancer causing chemicals. So, You know what I'm saying? This is something to be aware of for all of our ladies out there that are tapping into the show. Have a look and a listen.
Call me crazy, but I think this is being done on purpose. The attack on the crown. Breaking news. A first report has revealed some alarming findings about synthetic braiding hair. According to their analysis, cancer-causing chemicals was found in 100% of 10 synthetic popular brands on the market being tested. This includes brands like Sensational, that's one of the top selling brands out there. 100, I repeat, 100 samples contain cancer-causing chemicals. 9 out of the 10 samples contain lead. Is there a lawyer in the house? This sounds like a class action lawsuit.
Wow, that's crazy. That's crazy. John, of course, just being John. That still has her looking like a blow-up doll. Okay. All right. All right. The only on the AM show, on the AM King show, you can get stuff like this in the chat. But yeah, this yeah, man. But yeah, crazy news still. You know what I mean? Like, you know, do you agree, L, class action lawsuit? Does this sound like something that really should be explored?
Yes, because I think because they know majority of the world, maybe a high percentage of them is using that stuff, and a lot of them are addicted to using that stuff. I really think everybody needs to go back natural and leave all that shit alone anyway. But that's my opinion. Just like them wing eyelashes and all that.
The bat wings.
They be flying in the air and shit. Tomorrow be right there. They be flying in the air and shit. Next thing you know, they blink twice. They hit somewhere else. But yeah, but I think they just need to be careful on the stuff. I think they might. Is there a way like they can wash it and stuff before they put it in? They might have to just. They might have to try to do some kind of adjustments or something when they buy this stuff before they put it in their hair to make sure they got the stuff in it.
Right, but I think that the thing about this is the crazy part about that is it's a chemical that's actually infused into the hair itself. So while that may work, it may do something to the hair to expose it for it's not real hair. You know what I'm saying? It's coming from something else. It's synthetically made. And so the problem is all the way around the board is that it's synthetic. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
John said, say it louder, LB. We keep it real in here about the blow up doll. All right, you keeping it real, bro. I got you. I mean, you keeping it real and real this morning. Butterflies on their eyes, Steelers Nation said. Yes, indeed.
Sit in the air and shit.
But you know what, though? To be honest with you guys, yeah, baddie. But you know, yeah. John C said class action lawsuit, definitely, because I mean, you gotta imagine if it's cancer causing and it's coming directly from the hair,
it's taking right into your pores and everything else.
Oh man, and then you wonder why this may compound. It very well may have uncovered a compound of the dysfunction that I'm talking about in our people, because we know a lot of crash outs. We already know, all of us.
They're addicted to this shit, man.
We all know a lot of crash outs, and based off the chemicals you may have put in your hair, which is very close to your brain. You know, say, John, tarantulas on some of their eyes too. Tarantulas is diabolical. that's a diabolical take right there, man.
Yeah, that's a good one.
The audacity of you, sir. But no, absolutely. I mean, we ain't gonna lie. I don't know, women. I think I can speak for everybody in the chat and on the panel, man. Y'all got them eyelashes. I don't know what fashion statement that is trying to make.
Man, they need to go natural, man. Come back to the original form. They don't need all that extra shit, man. Because if y'all gotta get up in the morning, y'all gotta run to the bathroom and do all that extra gluing, eyelash crooked and shit. Y'all gotta straighten them up and all that shit. Come on,
no. We see you. We gonna see you without it anyway, and we'd rather see you in that space. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that is something that everybody is going to do. I'm not saying that you don't got a choice to do what you want to do. From a man's perspective, John, millions of people in class action will pay them like $2 a piece. Hey, yo, come on, man. This is diabolical. They go to John Minor.
Yeah.
John Minor for these takes, because you are definitely sliding it through and sliding it true. You already know. But he said in them dagger fingernails, man, he's really on one today. But yes, everything, just be very mindful of what it is that you're utilizing, ladies, because obviously they're putting things in the products. P, what did you think?
Attack of the Crown.
Yeah.
Speaking of crowns, shout out to my cousin Jesse King, Billionaire Ambitions. Tap in with him.
Yes.
Go spend some money with him.
Yes,
You know
indeed.
what I mean? We got to keep supporting each other. Now, yeah, absolutely. It's a synthetic material that the hair is made out of. So it's a loss from the very beginning. You know what I mean? Better off just cutting a horse tail off and just slapping it on your head. You know,
Seriously. And a horse's tail is near somewhere that defecates. So I wouldn't want to even put that stuff in my hair in the first place. You know what I mean? Like, there's a defecation going on. There's a little defecation going on. So you guys got to be mindful of that. If you ever seen the steamy pile, you're down in Atlanta taking the little horse rides, you see the little steamy pile formulating in the back there. There's hair right next to that. Think about that the next time you want to go get the Yaki pony. But yeah, you already know. There's number 3 or number 4. Who's counting?
John wait, so he used my old counter and shit. He fired and shit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. No, the manufacturing is still in effect according to John. So you already know what's going on. You already know what's going on. But yeah, we're going to our next subject, my people. This is real quick. C said before we get to the subject, there is a recycle agenda going on. Yep. I'll explain later. There's a recycle agenda going on. Yeah, recycle agenda. That would be very interesting. We're going to have you come on the show again, see, and give some good intel. John said, threat of cancer won't stop them. Some of them would rather get cancer than let someone see what they really look like. I'm just saying. Well, you do got a point there. I mean, like, maybe it's a condition that we've been taught that we have to, our women have to, doll themselves up.
No. In the 80s and 70s, them ladies were beautiful. They didn't have all that shit back then. They motherfuckers put some motherfucking shit together and made it work. These motherfuckers want that motherfucking Marilyn Monroe look and all this style and profiling shit, all these wigs and eyelashes and eyebrows sharped up, cornered up, and all that. That's just too much. I don't know. They don't need all that. You're beautiful for natural, so you don't need nothing extra.
Yeah, all that stuff for sure. And Elle is absolutely right. I think my angle I was talking about was something like you said, the Marilyn Monroe. I think we're talking about the same thing. Like it was a look that was put in our face, and our women said, all right, well, they have their version, we're going to have our version of it, and it is what it is. John said LB for the win. You already know. Hey, well said. Good chat, everybody. Good chat. We're gonna go to our next subject real quick because I see the time's getting close to the end. Blunt Conversation said looking like a dam. Looking like a dam is diabolical. You guys are on one this morning in the chat on the AM show. Like, subscribe, share. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 8 a.m. YouTube. Oh, he said looking like a damn clown. There's the emoji popped up. He said looking like a damn clown. So y'all know. Oh man, listen, I'm trying to tell you. But yeah, y'all. Next subject. It says China just exposed the truth about designer clothes, and we've been getting finessed. Boy, this is crazy. Let's have yeah. John said, yeah, damn booger wolf. Come on. Man, I'm trying to get through this last subject, but man, we must have triggered the point right there. Hell, I think you sparked the damn bonfire. You sparked the damn bonfire. Yeah, we might have a whole show about cosmetics and all that stuff.
My brows are not.
Man, yeah, he said booger wolf. Yeah, I don't know why. He said booger wolf. Man, oh God. Oh my goodness. This next subject is the China just exposed the truth about designer clothes, and we've been getting finessed. Let's see what they got to say about it.
Ain't no way we been getting finessed like this, y'all. And China just exposed it all. So boom, Americans out here dropping 800, 1200, and even 4,000 and more on designer clothes, thinking it's all luxury, all high quality clothes, the high end stuff. But China just pulled the curtain back and showed the world that most of the stuff is made in the same factories with material that costs a fraction of the price. So we're talking shoes that cost $30 to make, but it's being sold in US for $700. And we're talking hoodies that cost $10 to make, that's being sold for over $300. And jeans that cost $50 to make, that's being sold for $500 to $1,000. That's not high end. That's robbery. Y'all, and this is the crazy thing. This is not even new. A lot of people just been blind to it. They think it just because it got a fancy label, that means it costs more. In reality, that just means the markups is better. China basically said, here y'all go. Now y'all better act like you know. And now everybody mad. They not mad at China. They mad at the brands that been overpricing this stuff they've been buying. They mad at the brands that they've been worshiping. See a sucker, lick a sucker, no diddy.
Man, listen, that is just diabolical. Again, crazy. But I think you know what I'm saying? Just like Blunt Conversation said, you ain't know, man, you know what? I think people are really starting to come to terms with a lot of things that they did know, but they are in straight denial of because of habit. But yeah, man, L, you found this, man. What was your thoughts when you seen this?
I already knew it. It's just people get caught up in the name brands and shit and not realizing that they're not getting official equipment. They're getting stuff knocked off because they say it's Rockaware, for example. Everybody want to buy it just because they say Rockaware. You don't see they selling Rockaware at Trend City Trends, all the other places now. But they still paid next to nothing for this stuff to get made. But just because you pay for that name, you paying all this extra money. They've been doing this. But
Yes,
now,
indeed.
like I said, they mad because of tariff and all this stuff going on now. They want to expose it. They don't care now because they don't want our money no more because they already said now that they're not going to work with us. So now they're going to expose all the stuff that's been going on all this time. There's going to be more stuff that's going to pop off China been doing that the America probably knew about too. Because America knew that this was going on.
Yep, for sure. Good take. Mello.
No doubt. I got another movie for y'all. The House of Gucci, starring Lady Gaga and Robert De Niro. She played one of the heiresses to Gucci, and she went down in Chinatown in New York and came back with a whole bunch of knockoffs and threw them on his floor. Who Robert De Niro played one of the Gucci uh, uh, heirs. So she said, "Look, they're copying all of our stuff," and he said, "You know what makes the price of Gucci? It's the price that we say it is." That's what makes the price of Gucci. It doesn't mean that when now in some cases, the leather they in the movie, which is it showed true stuff that there's a thing called Tuscan leather. So they went back to Tuscan, Italy, and showed the cattle that they were raising that for hundreds and hundreds of years that these cattle are bred just for Tuscan leather. So that part of it, yeah, there's it's worth its bang for the buck. But Jordans 1625, that's the cost
Of a Jordan.
to make a pair of
Yeah.
Jordan. Yeah, so it's like El said, this is nothing new at
Nothing
all.
new at all. I agree. And my take is it definitely is long overdue that people come to the light with it once again and come to the realization that this has been going on for a minute. The chat basically was saying, that's why I rock and make my own clothes. Of course, absolutely. We all have had merchandise like that. I know I've had my own. What I'm saying, have my own clothes, my own hats. I was getting into sneakers, boots. I can pull a pair of boots out right now that got my own brand on it. You know what I mean? And it's true what they say about how things are manufactured, because if we can attain our own merchandise, imagine what they're doing with the main brands. So we got Blunt Conversations, which he said, why GMG clothing come shop. Charlie said, LOL, I saw this happening 20 years ago. That's why I never fed into fashion. I focused on making my soul bling bling. Thank you. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what really matters at the end of the day. Great take. Blunt Conversation said, facts, G. Steelers Nation said, I remember back in the day, it took $10 to $15 to make $100 plus sneakers. And you're right, bro. The markup is crazy. It absolutely is. Yep. John said they could make a bag out of grits and okra as long as it has an LV on it. We will spend a bag. Yeah. Absolutely. That's exactly what it is. There's no question about that, John. You're definitely right about that. We also have Blunt Conversations said, got to. I remember JPad, you was going crazy too. Yes, I was. I definitely was. I had a little bit of everything. I had tapestry. I even had a puzzle. I had all kind of different types of things. Bluetooth speakers, Bluetooth headphones. I mean, I was experimenting with a lot of different products with Gail. Big shout out to Gail, because she kind of like showed me the gateway to finding products. You know what I'm saying? Flowers, yeah, for sure. Gail definitely holding it down, man. Definitely held it down real good. These ugly ass big shoes and shit. Man, everything. And those are all China infused designs. You know what I'm saying? Like, people don't even realize those big chunky shoes and all that, man. The Asian folks were wearing those way before we even knew what those were. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of those concepts and things come from there, and it doesn't surprise me that the cost got to that point. You know what I'm saying? And fellas, so we're at the hour mark, and you already know what time it is. Before we get out of here, we got to do a couple of funnies, and this one was, I just couldn't contain myself when I seen this. It said, pimp walks into the Catholic Church and punches bishop for not paying his hoe. Have a look.
Well, the big question today is what possessed a man to walk up to an altar in the middle of Mass in front of about 100 people and punch a bishop in the face. The whole thing is as puzzling as it is disturbing. Parishioners say the violence will not shake their faith. May Almighty God have mercy. The prayers of Bishop Manuel Cruz were cut short Saturday when a man dressed in a white coat with matching hat sauntered to the altar and punches him in the mouth.
So I went out and said, officer, grab him. Stop him. But I couldn't scream. I wanted to scream, Bishop, go down. But I couldn't. I was just too rapidly.
Besides about 100 parishioners inside, police officers were also patrolling and immediately arrested Charles Miller, who's now charged with assault. Miller is known throughout the neighborhood and showed up about a half an hour early to Saturday's Mass, driving a pink Cadillac.
When I was there earlier setting up, he was here very early.
Well, the
Nigga wasn't playing about his shit, nigga.
Yeah, they always say don't play with the church's money. You don't play pimp's money.
You walked up to him and gave him the business.
You ain't gonna play with a pimp's money.
He ain't even ran. He walked slowly up there too, strutted right to the front. They all knew what he was going to do.
Carl cool and collected. He wasn't playing no games. He was about getting that major coin. You know what I'm saying? Pastor obviously got the bread, and he tried to spin move on the street.
I'm in public.
John, wait a minute. Let's go back in the chat. The chat says. Conversation was like, well, damn. John said she said that with a straight face. Meanwhile, I'm choking, laughing. C said, Dizam. Blunt Conversation said, damn, Charles.
Charles said he wanted his money ready to see the snow.
An agent of God has to pay his tab. John said, of course, the Cadillac was pink. Wow. Blood Conversation says she wasn't no $5 hoe.
Bishop must have a ticket. He said, yeah, I'm going to show up today. I'm going to show up.
He wants you to give generously to his church.
Yeah, he gave him generously.
John said, C said, what did the 5 fingers say to the face? Punch in this one, not slap, but John said, over a nickel bag hole. I don't know if she was nickel bag. I don't know what she was. Obviously, it was an amount that prompted the pimp to come from the streets to the pulpit and try to put the pastor in a pit. You know what I'm saying? C said, this for my pittance. This is for my pittance.
I think it's turning into slow too.
Oh man, Steelers Nation said they knew something was up when he walked in with all white.
When he got to the front, he shouldn't even made that far to the front.
All white. You see somebody, a strong black, tall black man walking in with all white and a fedora on, you know something about to go down in the church.
He let that dude out.
John said his suit screamed nickel bag. I don't know if it did. I might have disagreed with you on that, John, because his suit didn't scream nickel bag at all. That's what a pimp on the street making a long amount of money, or is a money getting pimp. He wears clothes like that. Them clothes didn't look like they were shabby at all. But we got one more funny for y'all before we get out of here. Of course, Shut Up Billy. We back with Shut Up Billy again. You know what I'm saying? Just have a look at this one right here. You know what I'm saying? Blunt Conversation said, scared everybody in the damn church. Steelers Nation said, security. He said he lost his breath. He was so frightened as shit.
That's it.
Couldn't even get it out saying security and shit. But here goes our next funny man. Shut Up Billy. Once again with the Yakum here.
Y'all, Camille. Look at this. Now, what the dancing chocolate mint candy is going on here? Unc done slid through and started doing the $40 boogie. On my mama, that boy dressed like that candy rapper that used to sing that grandma candy bowl during Christmas. Man, and Unc got on a whole utility belt because his phone looked like a garage door opener, and all them keys make that belt look like a key rack. And ladies, don't fake on that short tie he got on, because it turned into a bib. Man, Unc pants higher than 420. And I ain't gonna lie, Unc hair helmet was throwing me off.
But that looked like a leather hat blended in with his silk press. Oh, and I'm finna tell y'all right now, the way Unc been grooving, he brought his good knees with him today. Nah, Unc. No, not the butterfly. This that hot $60 maiden dance.
Shut up, Bailey!
Hey, wait a minute.
Hey,
What John said.
hey, I ain't even have time to look down that low. I don't know why you down there, John.
Yeah, we're gonna bring that up right now. What the hell are you talking about?
John, what's
Yeah.
going
What's
on,
really
John?
going on this morning,
John.
man? He said,
Hey, I'm trying to look. I didn't even see you had a tie on. Down in the crotch area.
what? Wait a minute.
What's going on here, man?
Hey, man.
Too much
Yeah.
information, John. Too
To
information.
the Zesty J and shit. What's going on?
Zesty J. That's too TMI.
Blunt Conversations came back with the
Get your
he
brother.
said mint chocolate Steelers Nation. He said
Get your
mint
brother.
chocolate. Blunt Conversations said, "What is on his head?" Yeah. Oh man, yeah, I don't know what's on his head, man. He said it was a silk press. Yeah, pause that.
Get your brother. Get your brother.
Yes, he's too loose. We may have to moderate you, Nikki.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to moderate you. Yeah, big pause on that. See, big pause.
We're gonna step in the back room back there and shit.
Yes, not a hide nor hair of draws on. Come on, bro.
Oh, man, what the hell's going on here, man?
What's going on? God damn it.
Confession time? What's going on, man?
One conversation said a mullet, like he said last week. Oh my God, man, that might have been the most diabolical display of a barrage. I don't know. I haven't seen anything like that. He definitely looked lost. I wouldn't look at Unc down that way, but yeah, that little ass tie, he said it looked like it could be a bib. A bib. Crazy. See, look like that candy in the Christmas jar in grandma's house. Yeah, he looked like a Andy's candy. Andy's candy.
Right, that green striped candy.
Oh my God, yeah, it has
that green striped candy with the white stripes.
Oh, the green stripe. Just like hot chocolate, if you know, you know. I knew these references was getting ready to cycle back to One Hot Chocolate, aka 014.
Here it is.
I'm about to come out.
Here it is.
I'm about to.
Hot chocolate.
Yeah. For those who don't know, hot chocolate was a staple back in the day. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's all I can say. He was a staple back in the day. If anybody knew hot chocolate, that's where John's, I think, his method to his madness was going. He must remind you of hot chocolate, didn't he? He reminded him of hot chocolate.
Hey, Jason, I seen it like a 27-inch Zenith. Believe it.
Man, this morning. Oh, I can't take it this morning. Peace. Peace. Oh, Peter. Oh, yeah. In honor, his dance was called the Black Eagle. His show was.
Black
Wow.
Eagle.
It was the Black Eagle, man. Rest in peace, Pops.
Mm.
He was something else, man. Hot chocolate was infamous.
I thought it was that guy. Rest in peace.
Rest in peace, hot chocolate, man. You already
Mhm.
know. But he said he probably smoked some water. Hey, these comments is tearing my soul apart this morning. Yeah, good look, man. I'm glad you guys are getting humor out of the morning too, because that's what we want to leave y'all on. We want to leave y'all on a good positive note too, you know what I'm saying? Because it's all part of the balance of life, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, that was just I mean, I'm sorry for in advance, man. I couldn't contain myself. Some of these comments was downright diabolical. Thank y'all
Down
for tapping in. You know what I'm saying? 014 forever. You already know what it is. But yeah, thanks, chat, for tapping in. Make sure y'all liking, subscribing, and sharing. This is the AM Kings show. We're on Facebook, we're on YouTube. Also, I put it earlier in the chat. If you scroll back, go check out lfxmedia.live. Make sure you guys go check out www.lfxmedia.live. It'll take you directly to the Mellow Man's content, and make sure y'all stay liking, subscribing, and sharing that. Sharing that.
Tap in right now. We leaving right here, going right to LFX Media Live. So if you're in the chat or you tap in later, but for the live folks, you know, we going in right now. It's a little music, little commentary, podcasting. So yeah, the woke show.
The woke show,
right
man.
now.
The woke
Hit
show.
the
Make
link.
sure y'all tapping in, and all my people on the West Coast, the East Coast, all around the world tapping in. Thank y'all once again for tapping in once again with us, and go right over there because P's about to fire it up one time on the woke show. And yeah, man, for LB Mellow Man with the Zenith. I'm mad the juggernaut, man. This the AM King show, man. We gonna holler at y'all, man. Link, please. I'll put it back one more time. It is www.lfxmedia.live. lfxmedia.live.
Yeah. Yep. I'm gonna give you a shout out when you
Yes,
get over there too.
www.lfxmedia.live. Here, I'll put it in the chat here. www.lfxmedia.live. Not on the Zenith either. Okay.
Wow.
There
it is. For those of y'all on YouTube that couldn't see the link on Facebook, there it is for y'all. And so, once again, you know what I'm saying? LB, Mellow Man, J-Pad, we up out of here, man. Y'all have a blessed Monday, and we'll be back on Wednesday morning, 8 a.m. sharp. Don't miss it. We'll have some more good subjects to talk about, more upliftment. You know what I'm saying? You're only as good as you allow yourself to be, and we are going to see you guys on Wednesday.